Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a long time. So today I want to dive into a video and I want to explain to everyone out there what the process is to give birth in the UAE, specifically Dubai. So I don't know how it feels to give birth in the UAE, obviously, but I do know the process and everything, how things go, and I hope you guys enjoy that. If this sounds good to you, then stick around to the end. You're gonna love this. All right, guys, so first I want to apologize to all my followers and subscribers. It has been a long time since I made a video, maybe 2 months. I have been extremely busy with work. Family has come in and gone. And obviously what this video is about, I have an addition to my family, a new baby girl, a daughter. And so alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful to Allah that Allah has blessed me with, my 4th child now. And, this is a huge amana, and I just ask Allah to allow for me to be a good father and, raise my kids to be good and the likes of these things. But the purpose of this video is to actually tell you guys and shine some light on the process of if you decide to have a kid here. Okay, so having a child in the UAE, this is something which I think is, alhamdulillah, a huge blessing. Obviously, this is an amazing, beautiful country, the United Arab Emirates. Myself, I'm from the United States, and my partner, she's actually from the United Kingdom. So, in the beginning, we were like, are we going to go back to USA? Are we going to go back to UK for us to have the child? So then we decided to embark upon looking into the process of having a baby here in the UAE. And to be honest, it's broken into two. Either you have insurance or you don't have insurance. If you have insurance, most of the cost is covered. And if you don't have insurance, then you bear the cost of having a child here in the UAE. I know a lot of people, when they come here for the likes of things like hijrah or moving here for a job and things like that, and if their family becomes pregnant, they decide to go back to the UK and the UAE. This video I want to make and to talk to you guys about that you can actually have a child here in the UAE, and it's not really that difficult of a process. So let's dive right into the first part that I want to talk to. Let's go. All right, so this is not a one glove fits all. Now, it depends. It can be if it's your first child, or if it's your second, third, fourth child. If it's a simple pregnancy, if it's a more complicated pregnancy, it differs from person to person. All right, so depending, if it is the first child, it can be quite costly depending on like all the different scans and appointments and this and that and the whole 9 yards, because it's the first time, and then nerves and emotions are overtaking and things like that. It's probably best to have insurance if you're going to do that. But now for the opposite point of view, if this is your second, third, fourth child and you're used to it, you're not panicking, you don't need as much attention, regular appointments, this and that, then you could probably pull it off without insurance. So always probably better, and like obviously to have the insurance is going to be cheaper, but if you don't have it, there are options out there which are somewhat cost efficient and the likes of this. So what I want to talk about is personally our experience. Our experience was that we didn't know that we were going to have a child. It was a total surprise and a gift from Allah. So we didn't have insurance, and I thought maybe that like, okay, cool. All right, cool. She's pregnant, but maybe I can go ahead and try to get insurance and then not tell them that she's pregnant, but then they would still find out by taking the measurements and all the rest of that and things like that. So I just decided to go through without any insurance. And I know a lot of people out there will talk about the ruling if insurance is haram or halal and things like that. So I didn't have insurance. And not having the insurance actually made me panic in the beginning. I didn't know like how I would pay the cost or this or that, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is Ar-Razzaq, and He's the one who provides, and He's Al-Ghani, He's the one who is not in need of anything. So with that being said, I decided to go without the insurance. Without the insurance, the cost, I'm just going to jump right into the cost because I think that's probably what most people want to know. The cost was like 5,000 dirham, but 5,000 dirham in the pound is like a little bit over 1,000 something pound. But there are other things that you have to pay before, like for blood tests and ultrasounds and appointments and all the rest of these things. Maybe you need to get some folic acid or some vitamins or other things like that. So obviously, you like women will know, and families out there who will know who have many kids, that the cost can build up. That's the cost. But then another good thing about the cost is that without insurance, they offer you something which is called Tabby. Tabby is a payment solution if you decide. If you want to pay the whole thing up front, you can pay the whole thing up front. But if you wanted to break down the cost, you can break it down into fours, where that you can pay a quarterly, quarter for the whole cost of 5,000 dirham, which I think is absolutely amazing and easy for the person so that it doesn't become a burden. And this Tabby doesn't have any interest or anything like that. And if you would like to use Tabby, I actually have a link down in the description, so check it out. All right, so now I would like to talk about the experience. So the experience is actually, everyone's experience is going to be different, but specifically for our experience was actually really straightforward and smooth, alhamdulillah. I want to break this down into different parts. The staff there is absolutely amazing. I want to give a very big shout out to Dr. Mira from International Modern Hospital. She was extremely nice, helpful, super professional, and she made the process very easy for us, and even during, after, post, everything was absolutely amazing. So we give a big shout out to Dr. Mira. Also, it just happened so quick. Like the staff, it was really good. Obviously at this hospital at the particular moment, it was under renovations, but even with it being under renovations, being on a Sunday, like, you know, usually people here are like, work, oh, a hospital's open every day, but like most busy times and like when most staff are there is between Monday and Saturday. But even the doctor wasn't working that day when my family went into labor. The doctor even came on their day off and was there. It was absolutely amazing. So like, it's not always a horror story that people think like giving birth in the UAE. Actually, giving birth in the UAE was extremely blessed. So I'm very happy that me and my wife are able to, you know, one of our children being born in another country. And I want to say thank you to the UAE, because we had to obviously get the baby's passport and thing, and the process is so seamlessly and so fast. Like it just happened so quick. We just, you know, they issued us the first notification part. We went to the government. We got the UAE birth certificate and things like that. You don't get the UAE passport. The baby will obviously have a UK or United States passport. But yeah, it was just absolutely amazing. The experience there in the hospital, they provided us with food, a night stay over, a room, things like that. Even when it came down to the part about like vaccinations and stuff, they didn't force us into having vaccinations. We actually had the right to choose if we wanted to have our baby vaccinated or not. So there was, you know, it was like nothing that I can complain about. It was extremely blessed. And I want to encourage others, don't think that you have to go back to UK, buy a flight and, you know, do it there and that. You can actually have a baby in the UAE for a decent price and, you know, good delivery and everything like that. Like I said, it all depends from person to person, but I encourage people to make many du'as, put your trust in Allah, and, you know, ultimately go through with it. We came here for hijrah. We didn't come here to, you know, get tested and run back. So alhamdulillah, I'm so grateful to Allah that Allah allowed for us and decreed for us to have the baby here. Alhamdulillah, baby girl, she's almost 1 month now. It was absolutely amazing to say that I have a child born in Dubai. So yeah, if there's any questions that anyone has about any intricate details and things like that, about like, maybe someone's wife is pregnant and they want to have a talk with my wife, just either email me or reach out to me in the comments and I can help you out. So I just wanted to share my amazing experience of having a child here in the UAE. And yeah, I would encourage others to do the same. Again, big shout out to the UAE and thank you guys for watching my video. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.